Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lions challenge runs in The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Maybe you heard of this game. I just used that joke like 2 episodes ago. I can't do it here. We beat When Life Gives You Lemons, we beat Beans. Now it's all in the cards, or it's in the cards. So we start with battery, deck of cards, a lover's card, and another card randomly dropped, which is 2 of spades, which actually could be pretty useful for us early on here. Let's take a look at the seed though. Is there anything else I'm missing? We have battery and 9 volt and starter deck. Okay, cool. This doesn't seem so bad. 7. Oh no, my pen's running out of ink. Recorded so much goddamn Isaac that this pen is running out of ink. I just got it in 2004. It should still be able to go for a little while. Yeah, and it's in the cards. I've got to admit, haven't heard anyone talking about it's in the cards, really? That makes me think I've probably got a pretty good shot at pulling out a victory here. So we get the Hierophant right away. Probably shouldn't have used that if I'm just going to go into our curse room anyway. Or, you know, I should have done it in a different order, but that's okay. We got 3 there and got another Spirit Heart back. So at least we got our Spirit Heart paid for coming in here, but we did lose a bomb. Already this seems like really, really good. I don't know what kind of balances they're gonna, like what kind of balance tweaks they're gonna have to do here in order to make this balanced, because we're starting with 2 of the best shop items in the game, not deck of cards. But, you know, we have 4 shop items in total. 9 volt battery. I think I'll just use 2 of spades right here, honestly. That was not the best damage I've ever taken. We get ringworm or hookworm. Ringworm. I'll try it just for fun. Maybe this is, I'll balance it myself here. But yeah, I have a hard time imagining how this one's going to be balanced, given that we start with some really good items. And what are they going to do? They're going to say, hey, you can't go to the item rooms. That's not really that big of a deal. We might as well explore the entirety of the floor before we get going here. So I don't want to get too cocky, obviously, before we get too far into this, but it does seem like this might, and I do use the term might, be a relatively easy one. Especially if we just do what we often do, and I was going to say always, but not always. If we do what we often do and we end up getting a fairly early deal with the devil, it pretty much sorts it out. Depending on what we get in there, obviously. I was really pleased with the way the Bean Challenge went, and I know that a lot of people have been frustrated by the Beans Challenge, and we're not going to take that. I know a lot of people will say, like, oh, you just got, like, really lucky with your pickup of Rotten Baby and Demon Baby. But I don't disagree, but what I will say is I think it's really cool that the Beans Challenge changes the meta, basically, by making items that are previously, you know, kind of looked down upon, like Demon Baby and maybe Rotten Baby, although some people seem to like that item a lot. And it makes them more viable. I think it's kind of it's the only challenge I think that I've seen thus far that really makes that happen, but, you know, that's because we basically had no other means of attacking whatsoever except for using bombs. I gotta admit, I'm not loving Ringworm right now, but it is able to shoot through here if you just aim it properly. Although that time I'm getting jammed in here, man. I think I may end up dropping this, but I'd at least like to get through one boss fight with it. Am I really just not hitting anything there? That doesn't seem right. Yeah, you know what? I'm not even gonna make it through this boss fight. Try not to pick that up, but we'll get the lover's card if we can. Alright, being able to shoot straight again. This feels a lot better. Is there a challenge that uses trinkets like that? Like trinkets that you would never actually probably want to pick up and you have to try to aim with them and you can't drop them? I don't even know how it would work. They'd have to give like the ringworm like the hook, or sorry, the tick effect. I apparently can't speak English. That's okay. Death card, pretty good. I can live with it. We'll shoot the poop here just to finish this off. Really, this floor is kind of inconsequential. It all comes down to the next floor. See what kind of good stuff we can get, but I do think we got a good chance. The other thing I would say, I know it says we're only going to Mom on this one. I would be a little surprised if this one didn't make you go to Mom's heart, just because it is a little bit, at least on the surface, it's a little bit on the easier side of challenges, so I would feel, I personally, at least, I feel like it would be a little bit more challenge appropriate based on the 4.5 minutes I've played of it thus far, aka I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but I feel like it might be a little bit more challenge appropriate if they at least made you, you know, tough it out on some of the womb floors. Which would be fairly tricky considering you know, we're not going to get any item rooms over the course of the game. So, you know, the game gets harder and harder to be powerful enough to survive at. I don't know how I got that second fly killed there, but that's okay. Keep moving along here. This, the Spirit Heart is precious. Above all else, the Spirit Heart must live. Red hearts, you know, eventually we'll concern ourselves with those. But if the Spirit Heart stays alive, so do our hopes of, you know, being in a pretty good position right now. I think we just say, you know, basically F the Magician card. It's still like one of my least favorite cards in the whole game. Even with, there's like no item that I really consider, or no, like no synergies that I really consider the Magician card to amplify. It's just kind of like, in general, like I love Spoonbender now because it synergizes with so many things, but just like one Spoonbender card, basically, it's not that meaningful. Two of Hearts. Well, I'll tell you what. You know, we've got some time here, and if we, at least in vanilla, you don't take red heart damage from playing this. I mean, you do take red heart damage, but it doesn't count, for lack of a better word, I guess. If we have to use our Lover's card, we have to use the Lover's card. I don't really care. Hey, there we go. We already got the blood bag to pay out. So even if this ends up compromising our deal with the devil chances, which it shouldn't, I don't feel that bad about it. Plus, we have almost enough money now to actually make it fairly likely. If I'd played my cards right, I could have gone to the boss trap room, but you know, it's my own fault. I just didn't think that there would be that opportunity. Anyway, yeah, we have now enough money to actually go to the shop. You might be saying, when are you going to pop this death card? You're giving me blue balls over here. Well, first off, stop jerking off while you watch my videos. You know, I can't control what you do. I'm sure it's probably happened. That's something I have to reconcile myself with, you know. I never pictured that my life would go in that direction, but here we are. But I'll admonish you. Hopefully that doesn't make it even better for you. Honestly, I don't really think that it's worth using the devil card here. I am a little nervous about this attack fly. Like, I really don't think I should be over in this corner. If possible, I'd like to be on the other side of the map. Yeah, that attack fly on the poop there is a little annoying. But yeah, like, I don't think we need to use a death card here. You know, Dingle's gonna spawn poops that die in 2 hits anyway. All we gotta do, like, this is the ultimate put your money where your mouth is. Oh, Dingle's easy, huh? Well, good luck, motherfucker. If you spawn on the room with a poop, like, I really can't see how you could say that Dingle's very difficult. Oh, snap! That's what I get when you let your heart win. Bring it on, motherfucker. As long as I don't get hit again, we'll be fine. Total fake out there. All you gotta do is not freeze. I'm gonna use a bomb just to speed this up. Alright, we got meat, which is a great item. And we got Krampus. Now, you might be saying, hey, you dumb idiot, use your freaking death card. I honestly don't think that the death card is that valuable here. It's much better used on, like, a large room later. And honestly, I think I'm more likely to take damage on a large room than I am to, like, completely eat shit on this Krampus fight. Admittedly, I did lose 1 full heart. Oh well. We're getting either Lump of Coal or Krampus' head here. I'm cool either way. Lump of Coal. That at least makes our decision easier because we have no decision to make. I think I would have kept the cards just to keep the spirit of the challenge alive. You know, I'm starting to realize that very few of these challenges are out to just fuck you. So, I don't mind sticking with the kind of criteria that they start you with. Although, my general thinking is, if you want to make the challenge so that it... I'll take Fanny Pack because we're super early. If you want to make the challenge such that people can't basically cheese it, it's not really cheating, but if you want to make it so they can't really cheese it, just make it so no spacebar items drop, right? Like if you're doing the beans challenge, no spacebar items can drop to replace beans. Maybe that's not possible to really gate in the game, but I think it would be. But I'm not a game programmer, so what do I know? But yeah, if you're concerned about the integrity of the challenges, don't leave it up to the player, because they will let you down every time, myself included. Because all we care about is the stories, man, and winning. Now, getting a deal with the devil on this floor is going to be a little trickier. Unless we get a Hierophant card, like right now, that would be sweet. I'm not going to go to this curse room right away. That is not a Hierophant card, it's a Stars card. I don't even know what to do with that. Doesn't Stars card sound like it's like a Swedish actor or something like that? Stellan Stars card. He was in the Avengers. He played Weak-Willed Scientist, I think. Not Weak-Will Smith. That was, I don't think that's a movie that's ever existed. But I'm gunning for the title role in it, I'll tell you that much. Does this guy explode when he dies? No, he explodes into a key, which is, you know, maybe valuable, but let's be honest. We've never really been short on keys in these challenge runs, to the best of my knowledge. There we go, we'll use a death card here. Probably still a couple of these poops to shoot, but no big deal. There you go, you can get over your blue balls now. You big gross individual. You gross so-and-so. Another key, I think. Well, that will change what door I was going to go out of. Not a problem, sir. Probably 3 hits. I mean, our base damage is not incredible right now, but it's palatable. Wow, 4 hits. I hate these guys. I hurt myself today. Get it? Because he's like bald and I'm bald. You get it. You get it. That's pretty much the height of my humor, is cracking bald jokes about myself, because people are much more likely to laugh if you laugh at yourself. That's the dirty trick of comedy. If you think you're a piece of shit and you can crack jokes about it, other people will be inclined to join you there. Try it out sometime. It can come across as a little bit desperate, though, so be careful about that. Anyway, long story short, this isn't, you know, Northern Lions Comedy Hour. Mostly because I don't know anything about comedy. If I did, I'd be a stand-up comedian, not, you know, or a sit-down comedian or something like that. Really, I don't consider myself a sit-down comedian, more of just like a sit-down, play video games, and crack fucking shitty jokes on top of it. Kinda, it doesn't really roll off the tongue as well, but you get the idea. Alright, so we, unfortunately, no Spirit Hearts, which means that we're gonna have to beat Chad pretty much without getting hits if we're gonna have a good deal with the Devil chance. And even if we do it, we might not get a deal with the Devil. We just get a better chance. That's okay. You know, we've got okay speed. Speed that's good enough to get out of his way. He does get a little smaller and a little faster as time goes on. Or at least he did in vanilla. And the faster he gets, the harder he is. Oh, I'm an idiot. I really thought I could make that across. Oh well. Well, we'll get Little Chad. Get ready, everybody. Little Chad's coming to town. Choo-choo. Here comes the airplane, Little Chad. Basically, I'm getting at the Little Chad is an item for babies. Good damage. Very smart damage taken at the end there. So, what do we do? Let's try our stars card. I don't know what the hell this is going to do for us. Honestly, this is pretty much where I wanted to be, because we can come back here and I'll, you know, take my other stars card if you don't mind. And thank God we got a room full of spiders here. I'm pretty excited about it. Now, we should be able to get one more charge on a card before this floor is out, I mean. Hopefully we can get a little bit better luck than we've been having thus far. Another key. We'll use our stars card to save some HP, and then we fight these guys, and that'll give us a charge. Hopefully, I mean, Hierophant would be great, but Joker would be great as well. Lots of great options here. Oh, Hierophant. Okay. What did I say? That's pretty good. I like when we go into the curse rooms. We do still get the fanny pack drops for it. With 10 keys, I guess we might as well go to our shop. Kind of want to fight greed. That'll sort out our financial situation moving forward. No greed, and really not that much for us altogether in here. Not gonna use the Hierophant card yet. I'm gonna I'll invest a bomb to try to find the secret room here. It worked out. We got lucky there. I mean, not necessarily in the payout, but we got lucky that we even were able to get into the secret room. There's a couple of other opportunities for where that room could have been, so I consider us a little bit lucky in this regard, but whatever. We have no shortage of HP. Not doing fantastically on damage. That's alright. We are generating more cards than you can shake a stick at, basically. Every time I start and the boss room's open, I'm like, I'm gonna get you, game, I'm gonna get you, and then I realize I'm an idiot. Like, no matter how fast you run, you're not getting into that boss room. That would be kind of cool, though, if, like, one of the advantages of having speed upgrades became that, like, you could get into the room before the doors closed. Where did the Two of Hearts card come from? The starter deck, I mean, you know what? I think it's the starter deck makes it more likely that cards will just drop. Because they replace pills as well. So, you know, you've got the card chance and then you got the pill chance on top of that. Oh, that was almost... You know what? I should really use the Hierophant right away. Kind of stupid not to. I was thinking I would just use it before the boss room. That way we'd have guaranteed 2 Spirit Hearts to take into the boss fight, but if possible, it should be fairly conceivable to not take red heart damage on the entire floor, and that would raise our chances of getting a deal with the devil that much more. For now, though, I'm thinking this is a pretty by-the-books challenge here. Not that any challenge is really by the books, I guess, in Rebirth, but a relatively easy one is what I'm thinking. We did have a Two of Hearts card come in. So what we'll do... Oh, Pinky Eye. That's a really great trinket. We'll play the crap out of our blood bank, and by play the crap out of our blood bank, I mean apparently we will play it once and it'll pay out, which is really, really lucky for us. And the pickup here in trinket form, the Pinky Eye pickup, to say it like a normal person would say it, is actually pretty amazing for us. It's not 100% the best trinket. Oh, some people might have argued that's really bad. Some people might have argued that it's the best trinket in vanilla, but I think it'd be one of those ones that would be like, you know, a top 5 consistently. You know, not many people are saying Magical Mystery Tour is their favorite Beatles album, but that doesn't mean it's not good. I kind of got stuck on the mushrooms there. If I had a nickel for every time I said that in my young adult life. This is a situation where I very much wish that I just had like a single bomb. Oh well, at least we didn't go to the curse room, otherwise I would have taken red heart damage on this floor already. Joker, oh, we'll pop it right away. Normally I would not do this. Not really super thrilled with how that worked out, but it's okay. I'm not gonna bomb the angel statues. I can hear you out there. Bomb the angel statue. First off, I don't have a bomb. Smart guy. Secondly, there's no way I'm going for like a fucking Mega Satan kill on these challenges. Even if we get the opportunity to go that deep into the game. You gotta be high off your own butt gas if you think I'm gonna do a Mega Satan run on a challenge. Unless that challenge is, here's Mom's Knife, Polyphemus, and an HP cap, go nuts, then this is very unlikely to happen. In a way, I'm actually very disappointed that our blood bank paid out so quickly. I mean, it's nice. We've gained 2 HP on this floor already. That's nothing to sneeze at. It makes me sound like an ungrateful piece of garbage to say, like, oh, in a way, I'm disappointed by the fact that I'm super healthy. Yeah, I'm not a piece of shit. Anyway, but I really would have liked to have gotten more money so that we could get better payouts from our shop. But I'm going to tell you a little secret. We're going to fight greed on this shop anyway. How could you possibly know that, Northern Lion? I didn't, baby. You just told me. Seriously, though, there's probably a pretty good chance that we end up dealing with the old super greed. He's super greedy. I don't really know why it would be super greed instead of regular greed, but that's just my it's just my hunch. I hate this room. It's this weird situation where, like, I know I'm backing myself into a corner, but what can I do? Well, I guess I don't really have to worry about red heart damage anymore since we got that Joker card. I can pretty much just be content. Oh, that was... I didn't realize I was stuck on the corner there. Pop up, you mother fudger. Oh, thank God. Okay, the damage, it hurts. It hurts me when you do this. It's killing your mother. You should be straight up dead, yeah. Well, at least we got a lot of keys in the process. Bit of a tricky room here. And there's our shop. Ah, okay. I had the right idea, but poor execution. So I definitely don't think it's, wow. How did I do that the last time? Was I just super fast? Might as well use our lover's card. I definitely think we'll go back for that battery. Because we can get to, I mean, I wanted to wait until we had a full charge for it. Otherwise, you're just paying 5 cents for one room, which is a terrible deal. But we'll be able to get a card here, and then we'll get a card in with that battery as well. 5-cent card, that's a fairly standard shop purchase. See what this card is first. Maybe I won't want a second card after we get this card, because it'll just be so amazing. Wheel of Fortune is not very good. If you're going down to the chest, you can make some stuff happen there, but... Sure, here we go. Whatever. I don't care. Man, that's not so good. There's definitely a way to get through that. I mean, I did it like I did it on the Beans Challenge like twice, I thought. Anyway, we're gonna get as much of our HP back as we can here. And then we're gonna fight our boss, and hopefully we get some kind of tears or damage upgrade. It's 2 of hearts, right? Yeah. We'll use this, like, I don't know, maybe we'll teleport out of the curse room with it. I don't know if the stars card can actually give us an IMR. Oh, this is kind of like the ideal situation, actually. Our damage is acceptable to beat the Fallen. The Fallen, I feel like he's gotten a little easier in Rebirth. I might be mistaken, you know. Maybe I just know him a little better now, but... Sometimes he could be a real asshole when he showed up in Vanilla, but... Even when he shows up on, like, the first or the second set of floors in Rebirth, I'm like, hey, he's not so bad. When you get 4 Fallens on the Dark Room, that's where shit hits the Nightmare Zone. Fear Shot is acceptable, in my opinion. I think I'm just gonna head down to the next floor, honestly. And we'll use our Stars card Maybe down here. To do something. I don't know what, but we'll do something with it. Curse of the Unknown means we don't know how much HP we have. It's, you know, it's the kind of thing that can be problematic, but we have 8 HP, so the odds of us even, like, becoming concerned about our health is next to nil, especially with stuff like Fanny Pack cruising along, you know. Oh, I got hit. Oh, no. Doesn't really matter. We'll use 2 of Hearts if we really think that we're in a bad spot, but, you know, we basically broke even on that room. And we do have Little Chad. I forgot to mention that. Little Chad should make my life a lot easier here. And our damage is not superb, but, you know, Lump of Coal, Pinky Eye. This could be nice. Lump of Coal, Pinky Eye, and Fear Shot. It's like we got an acceptable amount of killing power. Fear Shot mostly just saves us from taking damage, but, man, we still need to pick that heart up? I thought less than 3 filled up your heart containers. It fills up like 2 or 3, I thought. Anyway, yeah, a little bit of poison damage, a little bit of a status effect for Fear here. Not the most amazing run damage-wise we've ever had, but it's certainly acceptable to carry us through Mom, especially when we have now 9 HP, and we should be nearly full. Alright. Hierophant will protect us even further. I hope that if an expansion ends up being done, they add more challenges. That's up to them, obviously. But if they do add more challenges, I hope they kind of like, dare I say, at the expense or the risk of making people think I'm an asshole, I wish they'd go douchier with the challenges. Like, I wish that they, oh, snap. I wish that they'd make it so that on a challenge like this, yeah, you gotta beat the chest. On the Beans challenge, you gotta beat the chest. Sure, that would make it, that would probably frustrate the crap out of people, but at least it would make them a little bit more challenging. But maybe I'm just getting super lucky on them, and I'm, like, not conscious of the plight of the average. Which makes me sound like I'm fucking some kind of Nietzschean Ubermensch, kind of, like, full of myself piece of garbage. But no, I'm not. I'm just saying, you know, maybe I've gotten abnormally lucky, kind of deal with the devil luck and stuff like that. And I think to some extent that you could definitely argue that, like, the fact that I got Demon Baby and Rotten Baby in the same deal with the devil on that Beans challenge is pretty extraordinary. Very lucky turn of events. Okay, so there's our shop. But there are people out there who think I'm abnormally lucky in general. Here's a tip. If you record 1,200 episodes of you playing the same game, you're going to have a lot of runs on camera that are going to look pretty goddamn lucky. You'll also have some that are pretty not unlucky, but people will not recognize those as being unlucky. They'll just say you suck. And such is life, and that's okay. So what do we go with here? I mean, Nun's Habit is pretty okay. But so is Humbling Bundle. I mean, those are both good items. I could probably go with Nun's Habit just because it's a little bit more in keeping with the spirit of the run. And I don't think that Humbling Bundle would give us 2 of every tarot card when we got it from deck of cards. If it did, I would be stoked. Cool, 2 of Spades. Really exciting time to use that. We've had a huge requirement for keys on this run, right? We've opened 1 golden chest. So that is definitely that's an item. The only question is which item we'd rather get. And, you know, I don't know. You could make a case for either of them. I really like Humbling Bundle. I really like, there's no way we don't take damage in this little nightmare pod here. Yeah, there we go. You can make a case for either item. I don't think there's necessarily a right answer. If there is, I'm missing out. Oh my god. Well, we are in Red Heart territory again, but we already know that we have at least 9. What am I talking about? And most 9, I should say. But still. What's up with that? Bomb fly, get your shit sorted out, mate. Straighten up and fly right. This is only Womb 1, right? Or, sorry, Depths 1? Yeah, Necropolis, whatever. Oh my god, you're gonna make me fight the adversary too? Is this my comeuppance for getting to fight the Fallen last time? I hate his bullshit brimstone attack. And most of all, I hate the way I don't hate him. Not even a little, not even at all. Alright. Don't do that shit to me. You pull that shit on your other players, but adversary, you treat me with a little bit more fucking respect. Clutch 10 Things I Hate About You reference, right? Yeah, I know. When I was staying over at my aunt's house once. Did you fuck? No, we didn't fuck. She's my aunt, you fucking weirdos. We had to, I was like 14, I think. Actually, I think I was younger. I was like 12. So she's like, well, do you guys want to watch a movie? It was like me and my friend. Did he fuck her? You guys are gross, okay? Hypothetical straw man I'm making up in my mind right now. We watched 2 movies. The first one was Aliens, which as a 12-year-old fucking traumatized me. Great movie, don't get me wrong. Kate and I just watched it last night again. And I love Aliens. It's a fantastic film. And at the age of 12, I was not emotionally prepared for the kind of shit that happens in that movie. But anyway, the second movie that we watched, 10 Things I Hate About You. And that was my formative experience for, like, this is what high school is going to be like, dog. Not even a little bit. I give my high school experience 0 Heath Ledgers out of Brokeback Mountain. We're headed down to the next floor. I'm just interested to see how much HP we have. If this is the end of this challenge, we're gonna do it. Like, our HP is just too good not to. Unless, that would be terrible. We ended up going to the same room, but what would have been worse is if I ended up getting an I Am Error room there. I should have thought that one through. Then we would have had to go through the womb. And to be honest with you, it's not the challenge's fault necessarily, but I find myself a little not super titillated with this run right now. You know, just, I wouldn't say bored necessarily. High Priestess is gonna not help us at all, because if you use it on Mom, it does damage to you. But anyway, yeah, I find myself a little bit unenthused with the product of this run. Now, if we had gotten amazing deal with the devil items, I could imagine myself having an uproarious time. Laughter, the likes of which we have not seen since the 2003 Disney classic Lilo and Stitch. You know this shit isn't paid for by Disney because they own Maker Studios. It's a different thing altogether there. Thank you, High Priestess. Much obliged. I actually really hate Mom's Toenail. Mom's Toenail can be an amazing trinket. It can be one of the single highest damage trinkets you can get in the whole game. But it can also, you know, do damage to you, which makes it unreliable in my opinion. 2 keys, I think, is probably something that we can bear to afford right now. In order to pick up 6 bombs? 7 bombs? Well, you know, I know that we're pretty close to getting it charged up anyway. Got the moon. Sweet. I paid 5 cents for 1 cent in a key when we already had 67 keys. Oh, excuse me? A little bit, perturbed by that room. I have a feeling that room was having a little bit of a giggle at my expense. I heard the laughter. Yeah! You didn't listen to the Garth Brooks song, motherfucker. It's standing outside the fire, not step inside of the fire by accident, you big dummy. Oh, come on. Life is not tried, it is merely survived if you're standing outside. That was my favorite song for like 15 years. When I was a kid, it was in the boom of popular country music in like the 90s. You know, country was huge back then. It's a niche genre to some extent now, right? I listen to everything except rap, hip-hop, country, anything not in my native language, anything made prior to the year 1961. Anyway, country was like the default genre for a little while, back when I was like super young, you know, like 0 to probably like 8. Yeah, well, use judgment here. See, 1 cent. You got something for me? All right, didn't think so. There was the Shania Twain era, you know, and the Garth Brooks era. Alan Jackson, she's gone country. It'll solve all your problems. She's gone country. After declaring Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Anyway, what I was getting at is that country music was pretty much all I listened to until, and I did grow up sort of in the country, believe it or not. Even with this smarmy fucking city slicker attitude, I grew up. It fit in really nicely amongst my neighbors' kids who were like predominantly farmers. Anyway, this explains much of my my socializing, I guess, now. Anyway, my inability to do so. Anyway, I'm meandering here, much like a farmhand might on their day off. But regardless, they work hard. Then, when I was like 12, as a result of peer pressure from school, I started to listen to different music. Started to listen to, you know, pop and rock. genres that I had very rarely encountered in my life up to that point. So from like the age of 0 to 12, my favorite song, Garth Brooks, Standing Outside the Fire. It was the only thing I knew in this world with 100% certainty, is that Standing Outside the Fire was the greatest song ever written and performed by the greatest man ever living or dead. Fuck you, George Washington. And then I replaced it with an equally amazing song, just a testament to what mankind is capable of. Standing Outside the Fire became my number 2 song of all time. Number 1, Unten Gleben Glauten Golben. It would be freaking, Pretty Fly for a White Guy. I might have accidentally done, Pretty Fly for a Rabbi. That might be the intro for that. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, cinco, seis. It's been a while. Now, Pretty Fly for a White Guy. Now that I'm an adult, I realize that it might not be the best song ever made. It's probably in like the top 10 though, ever in history. Eat your heart out, Johann Sebastian. Bullshit. By the way, I'm just kind of making idle conversation. Everything I've said here has been true. But mostly I was just waiting for this challenge to actually finish because it was being kind of annoying. We got SMB Superfan as our achievement. That was a long fight, and it's, you know, the challenge wasn't really that challenging, but we got another one crossed off here. We'll be going into Slow Roll next. Slow roll, bow down, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. If you enjoyed the episode, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.